1:35 in the afternoon on the 17th of June. Been a couple of days since I did one of these. Been a little under the weather. I'm feeling okay today. I've just got a lot to do. As usual, the pool is up. It's filling. It's almost full. I've got to go out and rig it so the extension cord that plugs into the pump is high enough that my son Nick can drive under it and not get tangled up in it or cut a hose or anything like that. It's just something we do every year. Last year we had a building that was set up. The building's now been deconstructed. Probably going to do adventures with Linda and Tucklow where I will go ahead and basically show you the backyard, a little bit of our world, or whatever. I don't know yet, and I don't know that I'm going to do that. I've had friends admonish me I'm showing too much of where we live as far as how to get here. Got people that would try to do us harm already know where we live. I don't mind friends showing up and being civil to them and entertaining them. I don't mind that at all. One of the big problems that we had recently was a certain individual that has a dog rescue in Davis showed up, was rude as all get out, spread crap on Facebook and other social media. We don't take care of our animals. We don't leave food and water for them out. That is absolute crap. Number one, there's two areas the dogs get water from. One is on the front porch. She just didn't happen to observe that. Now, I might show a video of that. It's a rock fountain, cascade, always full of water, always flowing. What that does, it keeps the water clean and unstagnant and gives the dogs a good place to get a drink. The other one's on the side of our house. On my side of the house where my wife's and I and my bedroom is, where she's sleeping right now, is a 5.5 ton unit up high on the wall. There's one on either end of that house. Our home originally was a bisectional military office building. It was not a house. It's not a double wide trailer house. It was built much better than that. Yeah, it's fairly old, but it works really well, and the equipment on it still functions perfectly. And the military very seldom buys the cheapest thing they can get. They get the best quality. Therefore, our home is a 6-bedroom, 2-bath, big house. But on the end where we are, the water over the years has shallowed out a little pond. The condensation drips off that air conditioning unit, and the water's good to drink. Hell, I've drank it before. I'm not a dog, but you know, the point is, the dogs absolutely have places to get water. We won't feed them outside. We just don't. First of all, unlike this other individual, we have 4 dogs. We don't have 90 dogs. We don't have a dog park that she has strictly to take her dogs out to get exercise. We let them run in our yard. It's a 2-acre yard. The rest of the farm's fenced off for livestock and other stuff, but that is where they have a fenced yard to run and play in when they want to. And when they're thirsty, they can get a drink. We feed them in the house because we don't want to leave food out to attract other animals that are not pets. Sometimes I wish people would just mind their own damned business. Have you noticed more and more folks are paying attention to you and they're minding your business? It's rampant. So many people believe they have the right to dictate what other people believe, what they think, and I'm just going to be blunt about it. That is a liberal mindset. Absolutely a liberal mindset. It's I have learned something, and I've been around this old planet longer than most of you, with the exception of Monty and Roberta. They're both older than me, but I'm older than the rest of you, most likely. I've learned something that is not profound, but it is profound to me. I've learned that the average person out there likes to think for themselves. The opportunity to learn, especially with the advent of the internet, is immense. My grandson Cheyenne right now is in our parlor on his laptop, schooling, learning. These computers enable us to reach out, and if we want to know something, we can find out fairly rapidly. I would caution everyone to pay attention to where you get your information and verify the information. Use more than one source. Now, I am going to tell you this much. Google is a handy tool, but there are other search engines which are a lot better, like DuckDuckGo, Bing, Yahoo, different providers. Now, my friend Chris in Florida made the statement on Facebook that his computer just creates havoc in his life, and that's true. They do. The laptop I've got in my bedroom, I have to deal with that thing on a daily basis sometimes. The computer next to me right there is custom made, and it does not really operate on a Windows system. It has Windows in it if I want to use it, but it also has the protocols from a Mac in it if I want to use them. And it has 5 different, I guess you'd call it operating systems is the best way to describe it. It doesn't just do Windows, it does the Mac stuff, it does Apple, it does a whole bunch of stuff. There's 5 different ones in there. And I use what's that? Explorer. I use Google or Windows. I use it's got a picture. Firefox. I use, like I said, 5 different ones. I pick which one I want to do, and if I don't want to do any of them, then I have one that is custom made that I use. That costs a lot of money. The one on my table over there has Windows 10 in it. That little dude is constantly updating. It makes me want to pull my hair out sometimes trying to deal with it. But I have to have it. Then I've got 2 computers under that table that are backup spares. One of those is just like this one, really expensive. But that way, if this one gets burnt down for some reason, I can hook that one up and keep going. Why do I need all that? Well, now I don't. I'm retired. I finally pretty much fully retired. But prior to 2 years ago, I made a lot of extra money off of using these things. Not anymore. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I'm worn out. My life right now consists of me wanting to spend time with my wife. I never paid her the attention most of our marriage that I should have, and she'll see this later this evening, and I apologize to you, sweetheart, with all my heart. I was too busy doing things that others had me doing, others that were in charge of me, and too busy doing things that I did selfishly, which I regret. But those days are gone. Now I want to spend time with my wife. We're financially secure as the bit. We're not rich, but we don't have to worry about money. That is a very good way to be, and a very good feeling. We have a nice home, nice vehicles, loving family, loving friends, and it's a little bit about exploring on our part, and that's what we want to do. We just haven't had opportunity to, not really. Tomorrow I've got to take Linda to her doctor in the afternoon. It's Friday. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done today that normally I do on Fridays because I basically hate Fridays. But tomorrow I get to spend time with her, even though it's at a doctor's office. That gives me pleasure and joy. It really does. Well, that's pretty much everything I needed to say today, or wanted to, except, Mom and John, I hope you are doing well. If you see my sister Amy and you see Brooklyn, tell them I love them. Say hi to them. Amy was asking to borrow a tent. I've got 2 of them somewhere. You'd have to see that shop to understand it would be an all-day ordeal just trying to find them. That is a true statement. I've got other things up there I need to find, and I haven't been able to. Got these shades on. I didn't put on my prescription ones because I'd already locked myself out of my bedroom and didn't want to wake her up to going back in there. I put these on for some reason this morning. Not the brightest thing I've done in a while. I'm under doctor's orders to wear the other ones when I'm outside. They're custom prescription for light density. To put it bluntly, if I don't, I won't be able to see, period. I've got to start taking care of that. And I've got to get back to my ophthalmologist. Then, this old when the dermatologist, whoa, that thing's falling apart. He pulled that off. He slashed it with that deal, and all he did was make a bigger hole. I wish he had just done what I asked him to do and just cut the thing out just enough that he knew he got it all, stitch it back up. I'm not worried about having a scar. I've got scars all over this tired, fat old body. I've lived a life where it got me scars. But that's one thing that's aggravating me, and I took a bath this morning, the scab fell off. Now to start making another one. It's skin cancer. But Mom, John, I love you. Tell Amy I love her. My brother Michael, Paul, I love you. Please let me know you're okay. Roberta, thank you for the well wishes. Monty, thank you for every time you poke and prod me. I'll get around to doing some guitar work, I promise. It's just I'm extremely busy. I picked it up for the first time in about 3 weeks yesterday, and it's fine. I just haven't got around to doing any music. I still haven't figured out how to make this thing work. Just a second. Ashton, go in the house.
Can I get the tea?
No, go in the house, shut the door, make sure the gate's shut. Grandson snuck out, came in here to get him some tea. I'll get around to that when I get around to it, but it won't be today, it won't be tomorrow. That is pretty much it, folks. I've got more going on, and I am so frazzled with activity right now. I wish I wasn't. I like that music. Well, that's the video for today. God bless all of you, and I mean it, and I love all of you. Bye.